But I think when you're young, it's also best that you speak about it. I kept it to myself. Yeah, if I can go back in time, I think it's also good if I can talk about it more. Hi everyone, I'm Noraseela Mohd Khalid. I'm a former national athlete and Olympian in the event of 400-meter hurdles. I participated at the Olympic Games in London and also various multi-sport game and championship in athletics. For me, I'm quite lucky because my flow is not really heavy. And whenever I have it, also it doesn't disturb my daily life, my daily activities. Only sometimes I do have the cramps, I'm happy that it doesn't affect my performance. Sometimes when I have period, competition is at the same time. It doesn't stop me from competing. And I never have terrible period pain that disturb me from performing. In fact, from my own experience, I would say it actually gives me better performance. I perform well when I have period. It's not something prohibiting me from being better or do better in my sport and daily life. So different stages of my career in sport, in my life, it changes the awareness and also mentality toward period. When I was younger, I don't really like to talk about it. Even my first period, I don't tell my mom. But I think when you're young, it's also best that you speak about it. I kept it to myself. If I can go back in time, I think it's also good if I can talk about it more. With friends, it's much easier for me to talk about it because it's easier for you to relate with them when they are doing the same thing with you. But still, with boys, you don't really talk much about it, no. But when it comes to coaching, people that you have to deal with, your coach, your educator, sometimes also you don't want to talk about it. You feel like a little bit ashamed or no, I don't think I should talk about it. But as I get older, wiser, when I was 20 plus, I become more open. I'll talk about it. When I have issue like, I have period pain, I'll talk about it because I know it will affect my training. So my training have to reduce. It's not us to decide when to compete. So the competition and also games is already decided. So you never know, maybe it's your first day of period, you will have to compete. And then the third day is your final to compete. And for swimmers, it's also different. So different sport, there's different way how you want to deal with it. And there's a friend of mine who also used to be our national athlete. They're having such a difficult time whenever they have a period. And the only way for them is to take painkiller. So they have to deal with the situation. Because on the day of the competition, if they have that serious pain, because pain where you have to lie down and just bear, so they have to take painkiller just to avoid the pain and to compete. Or maybe I don't really take care much of myself, but my friend, she's very particular. She'll boil all sorts of root and flour and things like that, Chinese herbs. She'll do that. It's a trial and error for her, and I'll be the tester. But I'm glad I have that kind of experiences during my younger days. So it's not awkward for me to drink Chinese herb also these days. In fact, I love it. I prefer to drink hot drink. It's just a habit for me also. I don't drink cold drink, carbonated drink. In fact, if you do your own research and readings, it's not really healthy for the stomach and it will affect your period. Warm is always the best, I think all girls and women, we should understand period is part of our life. It's a cycle of life. We're gonna have it in a period of 40, 50 years. And it's a privilege to be a woman. So I think it's best for us to embrace it and talk about it. Go to your friend, to your family, your mother, your sister. Talk about it. You don't have to be shy. And if you have an issue like pain and so on, also find out. It's not just about menstrual or period. It's also about woman. I feel it's really a timely for educating our women and also awareness to the public about this. It's more about health and awareness of human body. Yeah, and it's not necessary just for women and girls, but also to men and boys. They need to understand that this is part of our life. It's a human cycle.